You want me to get it going for you?
We're on.
So the numbers are going up the top?
Yep.
Forward. Alright, ready to go, brother? Yep. Okay, welcome to Heavy in Japan, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time Heavy's had the honour and the privilege of interviewing a Japanese artist in their hometown. And today we're speaking with Taka from the band Mono. So Taka, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
My absolute pleasure. Maybe it took us a while to find the ideal location, but we've got here.
Yeah. Finally, we found it.
We've got our iced coffees. We've got our black iced coffees. Very nice.
Nice weather.
Nice weather. What more? Hot weather. It's
Yeah.
hot, but it's nice. So Mono recently released their 12th album, Oath, which came back out on June the 24th. So it hasn't been long at all, mate. So I know it hasn't been long, but how's the early reception?
Well, we recorded it very long time ago. It's like we recorded the album last year.
Wow.
we
So
were-
it's been over 12
yeah,
months.
and I also finished writing the song 3 years ago. So we were waiting, and finally, very happy to release
Yeah,
and
man.
share. You know.
And how did it go? Like those songs were recorded 3 years ago, so they're old to you by now, but they're new to the rest of the world.
Mhm.
Like, is that a strange feeling?
Well, actually, so I started composing songs during the pandemic,
Okay, yeah.
and pandemic. It was the first time I could have a bunch of the time with a tour. Before that, the 22 years, it's always touring. Yeah, I couldn't have time enough. So pandemic makes me feel very much concentrate on the music.
Yeah. And do you think the songs came out better because of that?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So tell us a bit more about Oath from because you are an instrumental band for those who don't know you. So tell us about Oath from a musical point of view and what you're going for with it.
Well, I think the instrumental band for me it's like better than explain more than languages.
Yeah.
Because language sometimes lie.
Yeah, true.
Soul never lie. So music is a kind of I feel like music is kind of a gift from the God. Because we can share through the music what we have it.
I suppose, and then you get over the language barrier too because there's no lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
So people
Yeah.
like all around the world can connect with it.
Yes.
Yeah, and we mentioned it is your 12th album, so does it become easier or harder for you to come up with new music, like fresh sounding music, the more you actually make?
I don't know, it's very organic,
Yeah.
So each time, because we started band before internet, so only the way to promote is to frame the show, and we started to tour in the States, but no one knows about us, so we have to make a great gig, which if people watching our show, I hope people will never forget. Yeah, coming back again, So the tour is the most important to us, to sharing new people. So we have been continuing for 22 years over the 60 countries,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a very much independent and organic.
Yeah. And the album opens with a beautiful track called Us Then, and it flows into the next song, which is the title track, Oath. Like, is that, that's a feature of your music, I guess, the way that your songs flow into each other? Like, is that a difficult process?
Well, the title was basically idea from my very long time partner, who is the owner of our New York office. The name is Jeremy, and we are discussing about title because we wanted to explain about how we feel before pandemic, and after pandemic. So, right.
Yeah. And with the music, like, a big feature of your music's always been the way that it flows into, like, you can listen to the album and it's almost like one song finishes and then the other one picks up straight after. Like, is that a difficult process to do, or?
Well, I wanted like an album, like a long film.
Okay, yeah.
And I know people Eastern people are always choosing like short, short and pop, So I don't care about it, The music is art, And from beginning to end, when people listening the music, like reading a book, from beginning to, it's like takes 70 minutes and explain about one story.
Yeah.
It's most important.
Yeah, very cool. And along those lines, with the third single, the recently released one called Hear the Wind Sing. So I can't even read my own writing. Hear the Wind Sing. Like that particular video. That particular video was shot like in one continuous, uninterrupted. Like that's amazing. Like what's the thought process there?
We'll ask Taka devices, the collaborator, and they took full recording session with Steve Albini.
Yeah.
And before recording an album, we needed practice altogether because our drummer living in New York.
Yeah.
We couldn't meet very often, so we took like 3 days practice in Chicago. And the Azteca devices skill guy took the during the practice,
Yeah. Wow, it looks amazing. Yeah. Very
Beautiful.
And you mentioned Steve Albini, like he's been with the band for 22 years.
Yeah.
He's done a lot. Unfortunately, he's passed now, so it's commiserations to his family. But what sort of legacy is he going to leave on Mono Music?
Well, before I met Steve, it was in 1999, and there were two amazing albums he recorded. One of them is the Neurosis, the title is Time of Graces. It's released in 1999. Also, one other band called Low.
Yep.
And the album name is Secret Name. These two albums is incredible. Around that time, the Steve built his own studio in Chicago. The name is Electrical Audio. And he recorded these two albums. And the Neurosis, the heavy sound is so chaotic, so heavy, intensely beautiful. I love it so much. Also, the opposite, like a Low album is very spacey, very silent, but also beautiful. And I wanted to have a both sound production. And I asked Steve Albini to record it together. It was 2003. And first time I met Steve, and it was incredible. My experience. He became my teacher, and he became my hero, and I also became the soul brothers.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And 22 years, always so excited. And I feel like having an amazing class, the music class, during the recording sessions. These are incredible genius.
And then this album's obviously dedicated to him and in memory.
We didn't know it was going to be the last album. I wish it can continue more, but it became an unforgettable album.
And moving on, like overseas, Mono celebrate the 25th anniversary as a band as well. So, how would you say this album musically reflects on the career of the band?
Well, after the pandemic, we knew it's going to be the 25th anniversary soon. Since 2002, Steve Albini introduced me the amazing Chicago classical player, the violinist, cellist.
Yeah.
And the team became bigger. We have a big friends, like amazing classical players in Chicago. And I thought it would be great if we can invite all our friends in the album. They're all together, also touring together in the world. It's my plan of the 25th anniversary celebration.
Wow, so that's going to be in Chicago.
Yeah.
When's that happening?
Well, the leader of the violinist from Chicago and the trumpet players, he's the leader of the brass section. They're gonna join the orchestra
Wow.
as the leader.
Wow, and is that going to be like a ticketed event? Do people go along and do that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, we're gonna hire the local player.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, yeah.
Nice, and that's going to be through the US?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And speaking of shows, you've got a couple of local shows coming up too, which I believe is the first local shows you played in a number of years. You've got some local shows coming up in Japan,
Yeah.
which are going to be the first ones you played in a number of years. Tell us about those.
In Japan.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know specific reason, but it's been 5 years since the last time we played in Tokyo,
Yeah.
and that's crazy. You know.
Wow, and then what shows have you got coming up?
Actually, we have a kind of next week we're gonna play with a Chinese band and a Chinese instrumental band. And also Korean instrumental band.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they're gonna tour together in Asia, and we're gonna join as a special guest.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's in just in Tokyo?
Tokyo and Osaka next week.
Yeah. That's
November.
July the 2nd and 3rd?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I got it right.
Yeah.
Very good. So we mentioned before that this is the 25th anniversary of Mono, so that's a long time in music. Like, what sorts of things have you learned about yourself and about your music over those 25 years?
Well, basically, I love the myriad Valentine so much,
Yeah.
and also I love so much like classical music, also film music like Ennio Morricone, and I wanted to combine like shoegaze with cinematic classical sounds.
Okay, yeah.
And, because I wanted this, you know, what's going on, you know, because I think, you know, there is no this kind of music in America, Europe, you know.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. So I wanted to try to mix it up and find new music. And spending for 22 years. And I feel getting better. You know?
Yeah. Do you think you've found that right balance yet, or do you think?
I think
still-
so. I think so.
Yeah?
You know, like working with Steve Albini, you know,
Yeah.
it's always, you know, finding the best way because we still have to keep the noisy, you know, crazy band sounds with beautiful classical atmosphere, you know.
But it can't be easy. Like,
Yeah,
and then
no,
you go
no,
from
no.
one contrast to another, and then you're trying to bring it together.
It's like a water and oil, you know.
I just give you a headache
Yeah,
some
yeah,
days.
yeah.
You just feel like,
Yeah.
how do I do
Yeah.
this? And so along those lines, I guess, like, how much musical growth has Mono got left in you as a band? Like, is there other areas you want to go? You want to explore?
Well, you know, as I told you, we started touring in the US.
Yeah.
US is kind of tough. We started like a very legendary punk band with the CBGBs.
Yeah.
You know, we are kind of one of the very, very small underground band. You know, that, you know, it's organic, you know, it's naturally people are starting to talk about us, you know, fortunately.
After 22 years,
Yeah.
you think they'd want to.
And the fun makes us more like feel, you know, more ambitious.
Yeah.
And fun makes us more confident, you know, to try something new,
Yeah.
you know. So very much appreciate, you know.
Yeah, very cool. And do you reckon you've got another 25 years left in you?
Of course,
or
yeah.
Another 25 to
We're
go?
gonna continue until I will be 80.
80 years old.
Yeah.
Cool.
So-
Someone pushing you around in your wheelchair and just having a bit of a ride?
Maybe, yeah. I need to train and work out every day.
Very good. All right, Taka. Well, thanks very much for your time, mate. It's been a pleasure. The
Oh, thank
album
you.
Oath is out now, and she's an absolute cracker, mate. Congratulations. And I know our friends in Australia are going to want to know when you're coming back. You're only there last year. When are you coming back to Australia?
Of next year.
Hopefully next year.
Yeah, we're gonna tour the normal tour.
Yeah.
Without the orchestra.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's just a rock.
Yeah.
Rock tour.
Alternative.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We look forward to it, my friend. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you.
Cool.
Awesome.
That was good, man.
Well
Thank
done.
you very much.
Cool. Easy.
Happy with that. It was easy. Aside from these
Yeah.
baskets here.